Glows, a short zine from Mutant Carl Classics about bioluminescence. Yes. A full illustration like the previous covers, just something sketchy in the blank space on the page that I've attached. Okay, so I don't know. Hang on. Let me see if I can find this. There it is. So it's going to be a vertical. Oh, no, not really. That should be fine. It should be fine. I think we're good. I don't need to change the dimensions of the page. Okay. This is a working version of the title page. Proportions of the available space will stay the same. Okay, good. The creature itself is a shaggy proboscis monkey that has evolved. It would be in a zen-like pose with its mouth wide open. Its nose has evolved to glow, so at night it sits with its mouth open, and the light of its nose attracts little insects that fly right into the open mouth. It would also be blind, with eyes similar to a mole rat, and it would have little spiky spines on its back. Okay, I gotta start writing these things down. But before we get to the drawing, this music is too bombastic for me to concentrate. I will remind you, one and all, about my website, torrenatkinson.com. It's not just art. I also do movie stuff, and I review Doctor Who episodes, old ones. I'm not caught up. I'm still. I think I just reached the 1980. So that's. There we go. And I sell my original art because I was an artist for TSR and Wizards of the Coast and various other Dungeons and Dragons books for many years back in the day. And I still have many of those. In those days, I was drawing with a pencil and a pen, an ink pen, on paper. So I still have a lot of those original arts that you can purchase off my website, especially if you're in Canada, because mailing to the United States these days is a problem. But we won't complain about politics today. Well, maybe later today, but not right now. So also you can find me on Blue Sky and Tumblr and Instagram at all of these, basically under either Torren Atkinson or Torren Atkinson Artist. And I have a Patreon if you want to support the fun things that I do. But now, where did that guy come from? Let's put him here. This is going to be my, do I have two of the same one? I do have two of the same one. Okay, so I don't need that. All right. I just grabbed this mole rat for the eyes. Look at that little eye. Look at that fun little eye. All I need is the eye. I mean, it's basically going to be a black dot, right? There it is. Yeah, it's a black dot. Okay. So, we'll see if I draw this in 20 minutes. What is a proboscis monkey? This is a proboscis monkey. I grabbed this one because I like the way the feet are. So maybe we'll label this feet. Here is a proboscis monkey that's just sitting. I am going to have it sitting in a tree, so maybe I don't delete all these branches here. Maybe I just leave that because there's some interesting shapes and things there, but I don't think, yeah, okay, that's fine. Here's another. I really like the tree on this one. That's my reference for the tree, and you can see his little ding dong hanging out at the bottom there. So, but his arms are not going to be up, so we can. But I like, that's going to be like, I feel like it's probably more likely going to be. The tree's going to be on the left side. I imagined that it would be facing screen right. But I guess it doesn't matter. We can flip it, we can flop it. Doesn't matter. And then this one is a really good mouth. This one's really good altogether. I think the challenge is going to be... oops, wrong layer. The challenge is going to be, it's at night, so the only light source, I mean, I can do kind of an ambient moonlight kind of a thing, but I feel like the main, look at that schnoz, the main Light source is going to be his nose. So that'll be interesting. Flip horizontal, yes. That's a great nose. This one, I don't think I'm going to use anything from this image. I just liked it. And he's like orange and blue, which is amazing. So, but I can delete that. This is the one I'm going to use for. I feel like this could be a good avatar, really. Let me grab that. Let me grab that real quick. I just want to. Let me see if I can get a square. Nice square started here, maybe. This will be my new Facebook profile picture, I think. Let's save it. To the desktop, to my desktop. There you are. Perfect. I'll change that later. That's awesome. Okay, so there we go. Delete that, and we'll put that in as the face. The only, like, everything about that is perfect, except the eyes. And I might make the mouth wider and the nose bigger. We have this guy, very similar. Was this the one that by, as you can see, by photographer Razis Nasri? Pretty good. I'll use that as a backup reference. Kind of be looking up. Right. So that's really all we need from there. And this is what do we got next? And this is this would be like how the ambient light would be, and it's pretty good. Like it's coming from his front. This is from the National Geographic website, so we can just keep that. I'm really not going to use anything except for the lighting reference, and maybe not even that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So let me put lighting, and then what do we got here? Here is another dude that's just kind of sitting, just chilling. So this is kind of the body shape, I'm thinking it would be. So let me label that body shape. And then this is the this is what I would call the Zen pose that was specifically requested. I don't know if we need to do the... Hey, Adam, don't mind me. I have the sound turned off just so I can watch. I have D&D happening in another window. Perfect. Sounds great. Happy D&D. I hope you win. I don't think I need this, but I'll keep it just in case. Just as a reference. Okay, so... with all of that, maybe we get started. This is Zen. So let me put, just throw that up over. Nope. Wrong tool. I'll just throw that, there we go. Just throw that up over there. We need the body, which we can put maybe like over here-ish. And lighting. It's all fine and good. And the face. That great face, that amazing face. Amazing face. How sweet the schnoz. All right, so are we gonna start? Am I starting now? Let's keep this one too. Like that's maybe that's the mouth. Maybe that's the mouth that I'm using. I'll keep that reference for the mouth. I'll layer that mouth. Label it. Label the layer, and we'll figure out the feet at the end, I think. Okay, so all of this, mole-eye. Let's get started. I think we get started. So make those yellow, and it is 12:06. So let's just say we're done at 12:30. Make it a 24-minute monster. Okay. Here we go. Get rid of that. And I get rid of him. Put him down. Put him down over there. A lower layer. Okay. Here we go. So we're thinking, if I'm thinking that, all right, here's our dude. Actually, let me do it in white. This is our dude. It's gonna be in here. He's gonna have his head up, schnoz like that. Big mouth, big mouth. And then he's got his cheek business here. And he's gonna oh my god, it's funny. Guys, it's funny. Let's move that over here. Give me some more real estate. And then the neck. The neck. That beautiful neck. He's got, in some of the, he's got like a frill, right? So let's put that frill. And then, so, something like that. We can fix that later. Make the schnoz nice. Really, really schnoz it up. Proboscis. Little beady mole eyes. Gleam. No ears to speak of on the proboscis monkey, is there? Is there? Do any of them have ears? No. Like, look at them. Check out this guy. There's like a little tiny ear you can see way back there. So maybe we just don't worry about that. All right, back to my... So if he's... Let me shrink it down a bit. And we can't forget we're going to put some moths and stuff around it. And let's get a nice big... Let me see. Mole eye, no. Feet? No, not yet. That's a pretty good belly. That's a pretty good belly. I guess we have to figure out... We do kind of have to figure out what feet to use. So we got that face. Nice big belly. I guess we use this one as a reference there. So... Here's the nice big rotator. It's full of, and the legs would be. It's kind of. I don't know if we want to change. These are pretty good hands. A pretty good pose altogether. Let me see the feet. Maybe we use this one. Okay. Adjust the angle a little bit, but we can put the feet here. The thing I like about these feet is that they're like over top of each other. But the problem with this one is that it doesn't look like he's sitting on a... Maybe I'll put him sitting on a log or something. Maybe that's what I do. And then I can put this. Just change the angle of that somewhat. Actually, this one here is great for that. It's basically the same angle. But, so something like that. All right? Something like that. I feel like... Right? Okay, and then this is all in shadow, which is all well and good. And then, okay, let's shrink him down a bit so I can get the context of the layer. Like, I feel like maybe should his... Close my window here. And he's shaggy and he's got spines. Let us not forget that. So, spines, shaggy. More shaggy than a regular. I mean, some of them are kind of shaggy. I'm just going to write down shaggy, bugs, and spines. I don't know how he wants the spines done, but... And then he's sitting in a tree. Let me just fudge it. Maybe? Yeah, maybe that's it. We don't put one on. We don't have that over there. This is what he's sitting on. Like almost like a chair. Okay. So with that, let's get rid of all of our... What's happening? My phone's going off somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's just... Okay. Oops. No, okay. I see what's happening. Forgot what I was doing already. Okay. Am I on the right layer? Yes. So, this is the gen... Let me just go to my eraser. Maybe eraser is a better thing to do. And what brush is my eraser? Always good to check. Something like that. Something like this. Okay. So, good. I think we're in a good place with that. No, just leave that there. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be our rough layer. And it's going to be dark. Let's go ahead and just make it dark. I hate when I say, let's go ahead. Because instead of let's going ahead, I could just say, let's do it. So this is, so this will be, maybe not quite that dark, but it's going to be a dark drawing. Right? So that's, so here's our new layer. We're going to go to black. Do I want to go to black? Maybe I want to go to like a gray or something. I don't know. Ooh, this is a tough one. Let's go to... Let's choose this purple. Here's maybe... Because the title here I'll show you. This is going to... So I assume this is going to be the cover. So I assume that it's going to be all black. So the illustration will be the light color in the middle. That's my assumption. So now I'll just draw it in black. I'll just draw it in black. We can adjust things as need be. Right? All right. Let's bring back some of our... Sure, let's do the mole eye. Let's do his face. Because I might feel like I might want to adjust his... Actually, let's do it in the rough. Let's make his face a wee bit bigger. Something like that. Seems pretty good. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think it's fine. I don't know. Do we draw this? I don't think we draw this in negative. I think it's going to take too long and it'll be hard. So, like, I'm definitely going to have to... I think... Oh, man, this is difficult. Like, if I... Oops. There we go. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. I want to go on the X layer. Like, I could... But actually, also, this pen might not, because this pen is... Yeah. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to just draw it normal, and then we're going to add a layer of white over top. I think that may not be the ideal way, but it might be the most efficient way for a man of my limited skills in this department. So, let's do it. Here we have a tiny little eye. I'm just gonna switch to a different background. All right. Little tiny eye. That's all we needed from that. The feet. Let's do the feet. This is our foot reference. And we're just going to remember that the light is coming basically more or less from that angle. So we have, actually I want to do that. No, this hand is fine. I think, let me check the other hand. Where's the other hand? No, not that one. No, not that one. I kind of want to get rid of that one. No, I need it for the tree. Put it at the bottom. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. I've got too many. Not that one. Maybe this one. I think it's this one. Do I want to do that hand? No, I don't. I think I want to do the other hand. So that's fine. Okay, here we go. We're basically merging all of our references. And the light is okay on this reference. Except we're going to make it shaggier. It's going to be Shaggy Monkey. How we do this? This is the wrist. There's the thumb joint. Just going to block it in ever so. There's the hand. And do I like the pose of this hand? I feel like I don't hate it. I don't think it ruins anything. Like I feel like it could be turned up a little bit more to make it look like. Maybe we just do that with the thumb then. Like that? No, that looks weird. Let me see. If I'm looking at my hand, just turn it a bit, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. So it doesn't change too much, but it does make it look a little more interesting. And here's the knuckles. Yeah. And here is the long monkey fingers. Something like that. Right? Something like that. It blocks out some of this. It might be a little bit too large. Now that I'm looking at it. Let's shrink it down a bit. A wee bit smaller. Like that. We don't want tangents happening with the edge of the pot belly. As we all know from, was it Pulp Fiction? Pot bellies are sexy. What was that actress's name? Like, I never saw that actress in anything after that movie. So, okay. So we're happy. I guess we're happy with that. Shaggy. This can all be in blackness. Maybe some rim light will happen there. And then shrink this guy down a bit so he's not in my way. Right? That's how it's going to work. Oh, pardon me. And then, yeah. Something along these lines. Remembering that this could be a little smaller. The light source is the schnoz. So that's fine. And then we have the shoulders. I guess that ruff is kind of like goes all the way around. Like, is that too big for a ruff? I guess that's just how it's going to be. On the pot belly. And then, so, okay, let's get back to this. All right. And then there would be a shadow here from his hand, I guess. And then the foot, this handsome foot. Right, knuckles, the toe knuckles. Is that what you call them? I guess you do. Da, da, da. Right, and then the last one over here. Something like that. Look at this handsome fellow sitting on the tree. Kissing. And then, I actually need to draw his other toes coming out underneath here. His little toenails. So cute. So cute. We'll look at them. We'll look at the tree reference a little bit later. But right now, I feel like this is doing pretty good. There's his shaggy belly, which is all well and good. Framing his hand. And let's check out that other. Let's move that up to the top. This is going to be our other reference for our other hand. Try to make it the same size as the front hand. Maybe a little bit smaller because, perspective or whatever. But, yeah, we don't need that leg. Get the hell out of here. Alan! Maria de Medeiros was the actress. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. And did she do anything? Did she have any big roles after? So here's the top of the belly. Here would be the ruff. That ruff comes around over here. So that means yeah, let's I guess yeah. That's something like that. I think that's fine. I feel like they should be longer, those fingers. And again, the lighting is more or less correct on this guy as well, so that's a happy accident. How is the... When do you get your... Alan, when do you get your... When did you say you get your bubbles from Winnipeg? Bubbles from Winnipeg. I was thinking... So you're making these... What am I talking about? People who don't know, who have no context. Alan is making some terrain, like toxic pool. And there's going to be... He's poured in some resin, but he's waiting for bubbles to... I thought it didn't occur to me that you would have to get bubbles and put them in. I thought there would be some kind of process where you insert a syringe into the resin while it's hardening to make bloop in a bubble, but I guess that wouldn't really work. I thought the bubbles, maybe there was some technique where you could get the bubbles to come naturally. I don't know. I really don't know. But it's interesting and it's fascinating to me. Okay, so there's the other leg, right? And we can actually this will all be black, right? And what else? I think we just do, yeah. We don't need to get too... So here, yeah, okay. And a little bit nipplage there. And then we're getting close to being done, so we're not doing too bad, actually. Of course, I gotta do the lighting pass after this. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Let's look at our face, our happy face. Oh man, I love this guy. I love him. That's the basic. This makes me happy to look at. And where was the other? This one. No, that one doesn't really help. Well, I mean, it doesn't really help. But where is the mouth? There it is. It's conveniently labeled mouth. Okay, great. So let me actually just get rid of all of this other stuff. I just want to see his mouth. Look at those fangs. My God, man. Okay. And the ruff, that beautiful ruff around the neck. So the problem I did was this line. I regret drawing that guideline because I feel like I kind of have to erase it. At least some of it. I should have done that rough line on the ruff on a different layer. But we'll do what we can. It's not I don't think it's a deal breaker, hopefully. It just makes it look a little more shitty than it should. Okay. But you know, it's got that sketchy quality. So, I guess that's not a bad thing. Okay. Is the eye even in the right place? Yes, I think it is. Okay, so let's we got to do the spines too. Oh my God, the spines. So let me. There's a. My God, this guy's so fun. So fun. He's shaggy. We know that. Some of this will be replaced with the white layer, I'm sure. But we'll see how it goes. Let me see. We're kind of merging these two. The 13th, thank you. There may be, but I'm using half pearl stickers. Huh. Half pearl. Don't know what that means. So, let's see. All right, schnoz. Now it's your time. It's your turn. We're really gonna turn up the schnoz on this guy. Pop, 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 pop. Like how much definition? We don't need to put in much definition at all because this is gonna be glowing. So it's fine to just have it vague. Guess we can make it a little. Yeah, let's make it even bigger. Look at that schnoz. Amazing. Bow. Bow. The bioluminescent schnoz. And then we have... Here we go. Here we go. It's happening. And I want to get closer in. I got to get closer. Bring that guy in here. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. All right, so... Get some teeth. This is the wrong layer. Don't draw on the wrong layer, doofus. In fact, let's make this layer less opaque and more transparent. So that's all fine and good. We can. Don't know why it needs such big. I mean, are proboscis monkeys frutivores? Are they fruitivorous? Or frugivorous? Frugivores. Trying to... David Attenborough, help me. And then, oh yeah, that mouth. I feel like, I mean, Scotland, if you're watching this, I feel like I love the idea of the Glow-boscis monkey. But if you're trying to, if you want to be scientifically accurate, which I know you're not, it really should be the tongue that that glows. Because is that gonna? Does he snap at the things that fly in, or does he just wait for them to land in his mouth? I guess is the question I don't know the answer to. Okay, so here we got some. Love these teeth. Love them. I feel like I like this drawing so far. There's still a chance to ruin it, but I'm happy. I'm happy so far with this drawing. Let's just make that all black and not worry too much about it. Right? Put some taste buds on there. You would like to taste your flies. Okay, so then we have the bottom of the jaw here, which will be heavily shadowed because of the light. Yes, the light. Right? I think so. I think that's okay. And I think that's our proboscis. I think that's our face, more or less. Could put some more. Okay, let's get rid of that. Go back to our. How are we doing here? How are we doing here? And then, like this. That's his. I actually see, like, looking at my dog, I feel like I'm getting better at drawing fur because I look at the way it moves, the patterns of my dog's fur, like where the head fur goes back and the side fur kind of goes up at like an angle, and they meet and they make this little crest of my dog is very short fur, so anyway, yeah. And then I like it. I like it. I'm liking it. So we're done with this face. I want to get that ruff back. Which one had the ruff? It wasn't that guy. Was it body guy? No. It wasn't mouth guy. It was mouth guy. It was mouth guy. Okay, great. We're pretty much at time. We're over time, but that's fine. And then this part of him will be let's put. I think that's good. I think it's good. Just some heavier lines. Oh, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. It's okay, I can fix that. X and V and E, right? Yes. So you can see how transparent or translucent this brush actually is when I get rid of the background. But I think it's fine for these purposes. So what's left is the spines and the tree. Did I miss anything else? Let me reread. Shaggy. Yeah, it's kind of shaggy. Could be more shaggy. Mouth open. Nose is evolved to glow. Yes. It would also be blind. Eyes similar to a mole rat. And little spiky spines on its back. All right, so we can give it some little spiky spines. Yes, we can. Just on its back? I mean, you're not really going to see its back. That's the problem. But we'll try. We'll try. It's going to get stuck to the back of the tree. That's the problem with that. Okay, so where's my tree? Here's my tree. Just to get an idea of the bark texture, we will do the tree. Yeah. And the back of the tree again. It's going to be quite dark. So, you knobby little tree. So that's fine. All this can be quite dark. I mean, this reference photo is 2 trees, but I'm making it 1 tree. How do you like me now? Let's make that brush a bit bigger. And I think we're very close. We're very close to being done. Underpants are loose. Something like that. Okay. I'm going to call this part done. I'm going to, except for this, I'm now going to do the whites. So this is going to be our white layer. It's going to have a black background. Oh, I got to do the flies. Okay. I mean, it can just be. Maybe one's just about to land. Maybe one has landed on the. That doesn't look like a bug, it just looks like a speck. Okay, cool. So this is going to be our white layer. We are going to switch to, I don't know, Rusty Nib 1 should be fine. And we will just, I mean, I guess I have to make everything white. I feel like I have to make everything white, because, and then after I do this, I will turn the black of the background, what is now a reddish pinkish background, into a full black background. But what I've done so far, I am happy with this Glow-boscis. Yeah. And my signature, I guess, will also be white. So that's fun. Booley, hello, welcome. So what's going on? What's going on with Booley? What's going on in the world? The Olympics are happening. I'm not watching them. No surprise to anyone who knows me. I'm not a sports guy, and I'm definitely not an organized sports guy. I don't mind playing sports, depending on the sport, of course. All right, so this is, you know what? Let's go to Rusty Nib. Let's do the Chisla. Is the Chisla? Oops. Is the Chisla transparent at all? No, it seems to be completely opaque. Okay, so that's good. Get rid of that. Okay, let's get rid of that background for now, and so we can not be mistaken about where our lines are. Okay. Looking good. We're happy. Let me bring that back and let me get rid of this. And then we can see where the holes are in our matte layer. Isn't this fun and exciting? Okay, so we can just grab all of this and do a G. G, yes, perfect. That will fill that in. G is for group, in case you don't know. And then from here, I think we are good too. So now, what happens if, here's the question. If I change this white background, actually, maybe I'll do this. Oh, maybe this is the way to do it. Adjustments, brightness, contrast. I'm going to make it so dark, but not, yeah. So it's still, I don't know. It's still reddish. I don't know if we want that though. Probably we don't want that. So what if I save my work, and what if I change it to, the mode is going to be grayscale. Don't merge. So now we have, I think that works. I mean, I could make it into, let's move everything into the middle. Let's see. We're going to make these flies and things. We're going to do that. Make those spines. We got some spines now. I feel like some of this actually should be on a top layer. So let me undo that. I think I missed. This should also be, no, that's fine. That's correct. Yeah. I think. So now let me do a top layer white. Top white. You're glowing monkey looking good. Thank you. Just got some work done, now resting. Well, that's good. All right. So this will be our top spikes. And do I need to do anything else? I feel like here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to my rough nib. No, what is it? Ultra bleed? No. What was it? What was my original? Fountain ink or bleed, I think. And then just like give some harsher. No, that looks shitty. That looks shitty there. But we can give some harsher. Shadowing on some of these bits. I don't know. Does that there's a different way. Let me try something else. I feel like that one was fine. It's just like, yeah. Can also, there's lots of different ways to shade something. Let me tell you. Right? This can be just a much harsher light here. The other thing I was thinking of doing was was, what I probably won't, is do like a halftone. So let's say, let's call this half. We're going to do full. The brush opacity will be maximum. The layer opacity will be roughly 50%. I could just do this, right? And then the question becomes, which looks better? What looks better? I mean, I can do both, and then the client can decide. All this would be, it's not bad. And then the one other thing, you can get some more texture on it, which is good. And like really all of this could be maybe like just a little, maybe that's where I go to. Let's go to my top white. And even though I'm on the wrong brush for the top white layer, I can just put like a little shagginess there. And then the other thing I want to do, see, look, there's without the white back layer. And the other thing is we're going to do a glow layer. It'll be very straightforward. We're going to choose a different brush, a nice soft, maybe soft round pressure. And we're going to, something like that, just behind and around the nose. I need more space in the top, so we're going to move everything down a touch to almost the bottom. So now, right? There's the glow. Which I think works. I think it works. Let's zoom out. I want to zoom out real far. The only thing is, yeah, no, I guess it's fine. Like what I'm trying to look at it. This won't make any difference to you because you have your own screens. But I'm trying to make it the size of what it might be if it was on that book cover. And if there's any places I need to adjust, which I think I found. This is my black. Let's call it black. And I feel like I just want to get, oops, on the wrong brush. Let's get back to Fountain Ink or Bleed. And just like a little. Just like a little bit of a thicker line up around that schnoz. And I think we are good to go. Thank you for joining, everybody. This has been a fun one, let me tell you. I hope Scotland likes it. Let's put some more. Let's go back to my top white. Change my brush back to this and I just like put some almost like stars. I think that's fun. And then I'll put my Torrin Atkinson. No, it's too big. I always do my signature too fat. Let's change to this. 2026. That's fine. That's fine. Let's move it over so it's not so Something like that. It's fine. Yeah, this was fun. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Booley. Thank you, Adam, for showing up. Hope to see more soon. Probably tomorrow morning. We shall see. Your videos are ASMR. Asmir, the Norse realm of burbly noises. Okay, so no, I'm not gonna do that now. That's fine. I will see you next time on the internet. Like and subscribe. Share with your friends. Why not? And I will see you next time on the internet. Bye-bye for now. It's been 1 hour since I started.